Missing someone. Missing someone. Missing someone.
Hey guys, it's me Em and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video it is going to be a fun 24-hour readathon vlog. If you know me, you know I love a good 24-hour readathon and I've been feeling the need to do one and vlog it. So that's what I'm going to do today. So it is currently almost 6 o'clock. It's about 5:30 and I'm starting at 6 o'clock. And this is so spontaneous. Like I literally decided to do this like 20 minutes ago. But you know what? We're here, we're thriving, we're doing it. So that's what I love about the book community. Like you can genuinely just like randomly decide that you're going to put yourself through 24 hours of reading hardcore and so many people will decide to join you at the drop of a hat. So love you, thank you for joining. So I'm very excited because I want to get a lot of reading done this weekend, simply so that I can have most of my TBR books, or most books that I really wanted to read, out of the way before Crown of Gilded Bones comes out next week, because you know I'm going to be buying that as soon as it possibly comes on sale. I know it's going to take me a little while to read, even though they're very bingeable books. They're still like 700 pages, so it's going to take me a while. Anyways, I'm going to try to get through some books. This is partly for my From Blood and Ash readathon, but also just books that I need to read in general. So let's get into the TBR. I have a few that I know I'm going to be reading, and then I'll just see where the mood takes me, because I really don't know how much I'm going to be able to read. I have the evening free completely, but I'm not sure about tomorrow, so we'll see. We'll just go with it and we're gonna see how much I can do. So to start off the readathon, I am going to be finishing The Mistake by Elle Kennedy, which I'm reading on my Kindle, obviously, and it is the second book in the off-campus series, which you all need to go read. Like, you need to do it, and I'm very excited. I'm already like 70% of the way through this book, which is why I'm confident that I can finish it in time and finish it like now. When I finish that, it will probably take a lot of willpower to not immediately start on the third one, so I may do that, I may not. Who even knows? Then after that, I really don't know exactly what I'm going to be reading. I'm going to show you what's on my immediate TBR, and then we'll just see where the mood takes me. So obviously it's possible that I'm going to move on to the third off-campus book, but if I don't, I am possibly going between these books. So my first option is Francie's War, which is a historical fiction book about a woman in Prague during World War II, which is going to be very hard-hitting. It's going to be very sad, I can already tell, but it is short, and I do tend to fly through these books because when you're reading about somebody's life, you just can't stop reading. Then the other one is Ironheart by Nina Varela, which is the sequel to Crier's War. Crier's War I read back in March, I think, and I loved it. It's one of my new favorite books. I haven't started the sequel yet because I'm afraid of this series being over and having to say goodbye to my favorite characters, but I do need to do it. And I know this one is a little bit thicker. It is like 400 pages, but it's very bingeable and it is a very fast-paced book, especially because it's a sequel and we already have our character relationships. Hopefully it's going to be very fast. So then I have two options that I'm really not sure if I'm going to be reading or not. I really don't know, but I did get them recently and I kind of want to read them. And one of them is Viper by Bex Hogan, which is a pirate themed YA fantasy, I think, which I'm very interested in. I love sea themed books, but the ones I've read in the past have been kind of hit or miss, so I'm very excited to see what I think of this one. I don't know why, but I feel like this is going to be one that I'm going to fly through as well, so we'll see. Then we've got The Midnight Lie, which is again a sapphic fantasy. I think it's a standalone, considering I have not heard anything about a sequel and it did come out like a year ago, I think. Again, don't really know what this is about, and I have read the back multiple times and I still don't know what this is about, so we're just gonna take that as go in blind, try to enjoy it, we'll see. But I think this is going to be one of my next reads, even if it isn't in this readathon. So that is all I have to talk about for right now, because I'm about to go add some people to a group chat that are joining the readathon and read, because I'm so excited. So yeah, the readathon starts at 6. So we have exactly 29 minutes before it starts. Gonna try not to read before then so that I can just drop it. I also don't know if we're gonna do any like reading sprints or anything like that. We'll see. Yeah, that's it. I hope you're all having a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and grab yourself a snack, a drink, a beverage, I don't know, and enjoy the video. Hey guys, okay, so I am now doing some live sprints on YouTube and I have Misty right beside me. Let me check the time. It's 7:40 in the evening and I've just finished The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. If there was any element that I didn't like about the first one, it was not in this one. I loved it so much. I can't even describe how much I love it, and I just want to read the third one right now. Honestly, I could probably binge the whole thing, but this sprint is over in 6 minutes, so I'm probably gonna have the comments decide what I read next. It's just, it was so good. It was so good. I can't even describe how good this book is. Obviously 5 out of 5 stars. Yeah, Misty is here as my emotional support animal because I need it. Okay, so I've just ended the live. It is now just after 9. It went on for like 3 hours, but it was so much fun and I got so much reading done. So I decided in the last sprint to pick up The Score, which is the third book in the off-campus series. I don't regret my decision at all. I'm already 8% of the way through. I would like to read some more, but I am going to take a break because I just kind of read for 3 hours non-stop. So I'm going to take a break, heat up some dinner because my nana brought out KFC earlier and she brought it out just as like we had made food, so I didn't have it then, but I'm gonna heat it up and have it now, and I will talk to you later, see if I read anything more before bed. But I'm already having such a blast with this readathon. Good morning, and by morning I mean afternoon because it is 12:30. I just woke up a little while ago. I never sleep in, but I stayed up until 2 a.m. with Lucy, Sarah and Bisma on reading sprints that we're not reading because we did one sprint and then we just chatted for 3 hours. So that was really fun, but was it productive? No, but I would do it again, and we have another one for tonight. So clearly we learned from our mistakes. I don't know if I already told you, and I'm not going to give a huge update right now because I'm cooking cinnamon rolls and they're nearly done and I don't want to burn my cinnamon rolls just because I'm telling you about the book. So I will come back and give you an update into my thoughts on the books. But last night I got up to 18% through The Score by Elle Kennedy. Loving it so far. I will get into more thoughts because I do actually have a good few things to say about it. And then this morning I was watching a reel, and I've been trying to stay off TikTok and reels like permanently, because not permanently because we all know that's not gonna last, but like more often because I get sucked in too much. But I saw one reel on someone's story and they had a very annotated copy of a book, and it made me want to read that book. So the book is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faizal, and I really want to read it right now, so I might do that. Don't think I can finish it in this readathon because that would be kind of crazy. Today is the 18th and Crown of Gilded Bones comes out on the 20th. Yeah, that's all I kind of have to say for right now because I'm tired still. Okay, hello guys. Okay, so hello. It is now 3:30 in the afternoon. There is like 2.5 hours left of this readathon, but I'm low-key thinking about extending it because I slept for 10 hours. I don't even remember the last time that I slept for 10 hours because I never sleep in. No matter how late I go to bed, I usually wake up at the same time, which is usually between like 8:30 and 9:30. But today I slept in until like midday. But honestly, I'm not complaining because clearly I needed it, so it's fine. But that does mean that I missed out on 10 hours of reading. So I'm thinking about kind of extending my readathon a little bit just for myself because I want to read more. I finished The Mistake on my live sprints yesterday, which was really good. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Liked it better than the first one. Really liked Logan and Grace as a couple and as individuals. I thought they both had very strong personalities and I really liked them. I don't think there was a certain thing in the book that I didn't like. It definitely jumped into the romance a lot quicker than the first one. The first one we got like 50% of the way through before any sort of romance happened. With this one it happened in like the second chapter. Not complaining, it was fine, but it still had kind of like a slow burn in a way. Just read it, you'll know. And then I started The Score, which is the third book of the off-campus series, and I'm currently 18% of the way through this. I feel like I'm getting faster at reading them as I continue the series. Like the more I read, the faster I get at reading them. So I feel like I could finish this today, but I don't know if I want to because I don't want them to be over, because I know there's only this one and one more left, and I'm scared about that. Like, I know there's the Briar You series, which is like a spin-off series, but it's not going to be the same, and I can kind of predict that it's not going to be as good as like the original. We'll see. But what I really wanted to talk about in this is, so this one we're following Dean and Ali, and I really like this dynamic already, because Dean is known for being a playboy. He's known for like sleeping with everybody in the whole campus. Like, it's just what he's known for, and like it's not a rumor, like he does. But what I love is that he's still really respectful and he's really nice, and it's a very positive book in a way, because it's saying like that doesn't determine what kind of a person you are. In the book, I don't want to spoil anything, but in the book, like, he's kind of like messing around and like flirting and stuff, but as soon as Ali said, please stop, I'm uncomfortable, he was like, I'm so sorry, like, I was only messing around, we always do this, I'm sorry, like, I'm gonna stop immediately. And he did, and I know that's like the bare minimum, but when that happened, I was like, I'm in love, like, stop. So yeah, that was really good. I also love how protective they are of like all of the girls in this series, like, because they're not even their girlfriends, but they're all so protective, and I love it so much. And yeah, I just love this series. I can't stop thinking about this series and reading this series, and I got Sarah to read this series as well, and she is like nearly finished the Briar You series. So I need to catch up, but I really don't know what I want to pick up right now, because in my head I know I should just continue reading this because it is a book that I know I can finish and I know I'm enjoying, and I know it's a fast read and everything like that. But my heart kind of wants a fantasy book, but my brain is also like, don't get into a fantasy book, because I want to have all my current reads finished before Gilded Bones comes out on Tuesday, but then it's only out on Tuesday and I still have to like wait for it to arrive. So really I have probably a week before it arrives, so we're gonna see how it goes. Right now I do need to clean my house a little bit, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna really work on that. Today is just such a weird day. Like, I feel so unproductive because I woke up late, but also it's so dreary, so dark, so rainy, and I feel under the weather, but like, I'm not sick, I just feel tired. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. So I will update you on what I decide to read. I really don't know, because there's so many amazing books, but really the only book that I actually want to read is Crown of Gilded Bones, obviously. So yeah, that is my update. Okay, so these are the 4 books that I'm between for my next fantasy read, though I am still going to be continuing with the score. So I've put a poll up and I'm going to check back in a while and choose, because they're all so pretty. I can't, oh my gosh, I'm hoping this one wins, but I kind of would read any of them. So yeah. Okay, so I just checked back on the poll and Sweet and Bitter Magic won by a long shot. And actually it's kind of perfect, because I was looking at the prompts I have left for my From Blood and Ash readathon. I will tell you right now. So the ones that I have left are read a book with red on the cover, which I'm using the score by Elle Kennedy because the title is in red. Then read a book with a kick-ass main character. These are 2 witches. It's going to be kick-ass, you know. Read a book you got as a gift. I didn't necessarily get this one as a gift, but I got it in an Owl Crate box, which is my Christmas gift from my dad. So in a roundabout way, it was actually a gift. And then that is for Team Poppy. For Team Castile, we have a book with a morally grey character. I feel like that could possibly fit the bill, simply because one of them has like committed a really bad sin to get them like cursed or something. So that's a bad thing, but I'm sure they're not a bad person. So that's what I'm going to go with, morally grey. And also one that features royalty, because it mentioned queendom, and that's royalty. So if I read this and the score by Elle Kennedy, I will have completed everything from the From Blood and Ash readathon, and all I have left is to read Crown of Gilded Bones, which will suit me perfectly. So I kind of have a bit of a headache. I'm kind of cleaning my house a little bit too. I'm going to start this. Sometimes the start of books is harder to get into, so I'm hoping to start this one, get into it, and then switch between this one and the score by Elle Kennedy. If I don't finish them in this vlog, then I will hopefully finish them today, because I'm sure it is almost 6 p.m, which is like the readathon is officially over, but we're just gonna keep going. Hey guys, okay, so I'm coming on here to end out this video. I really enjoyed this readathon. It was really fun, and I actually read a lot more than I expected. I read 23% of the score by Elle Kennedy, and then I started Sweet and Bitter Magic, and oh my god, let me tell you, I feel like this is going to be a new favorite read, and you're gonna have to wait to see more in my next vlog, of course. But I actually managed to read up to chapter 10, which is page 138, and I am obsessed with this book. So that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're doing well, staying safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.